5 reasons why you should get a Subaru WRX STI over a Camaro SS. That's just with brakes and tires alone.
Yeah, there's love, there's hate, lies and games, faith.
We're going to jump straight into this one. All right, so we're going to go over 5 reasons why. Hey, what's up? All right, somebody was like blowing their horn at me. All right, so we're not going to do a retake. We're just going to keep it rolling. So 5 reasons why you should get a Subaru WRX STI over a Camaro SS, or more specifically a 6th gen Camaro SS. All right, now, so for a lot of you, these reasons may not, you may not agree with, but these are my reasons why I would do it. And hopefully, you know, if you guys are cross shopping these 2 cars right now, it'll be helpful to you. So here we go. Number 1 is the overall customer service, I would say. You know, you get way better customer service with Subaru from going into the dealership to purchase the vehicle. I don't know, it's weird because I've bought 5 Camaros and 2 Subarus, and each time I've gone in to get a Camaro, except actually the last time wasn't that bad with the Camaro, but each time before that it was a long all day drawn out process. With the Subarus, it was so fast. It was like I went in, they gave me what I wanted on my trade. They didn't haggle or argue much. They was like, okay, yeah, that's fair. And then they gave me the price that I wanted for the car, and it was boom, like bam, 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 and I was out of there. And I was like, man, like if you've never bought a Subaru, you probably won't be able to relate to what I'm saying. But if you've bought one, comment below and tell me if that's been your experience too, because I think it's probably something from their headquarters or something where they make it so much more customer friendly with the buying experience. If there's anything where you need to call in, you know, they help you out. Their customer support is better, and also I would say the service experience is way better as well. The second reason why you would want to get a Subaru WRX STI over a Camaro SS, and in my case even the Camaro SS 1LE, is that the Subaru is going to be way more versatile. Like, just way more versatile. Like, I mean, all right, well, let's go over the obvious reasons, right? The obvious reason is when you go into the Camaro, you only have 2 seats. The back seats are like pretty much useless. So you basically, it's a 2-seater. So whereas in the Subaru, let me open up the back here. So the Subaru, it's a 4-seater with very usable back seats and a nicer looking interior too. So you have usable back seats, you have like a huge trunk that you can like put all sorts of things in. So you have like, you know, my camera bags and stuff in there. And they also come with like nice Subaru, you know, mat for the back. It's like, it's way more usable. You also have all-wheel drive, and you have, well, not just regular, you have like symmetrical all-wheel drive, and that allows you to pretty much drive in any condition. So it doesn't matter if you live someplace that has gravel roads, someplace where it snows, so you can enjoy your car in pretty much every condition. If it snows, you can still take your Subaru out and have an awesome time. If you have to go through gravel roads and then hit the tarmac, you know, you can do that easily. It would do it all without problems. With the Camaro, if it even rains, and you're on the stock tires, you're not gonna have a good time. You're gonna have some issues. So, and forget snow. I mean, you can put on snow tires, and you can accessorize the Camaro to go ahead and drive on different services. But with the Subaru, it does it straight out the showroom. You could just drive it home, go wherever you need to, and you don't have to worry about where you're going. You could literally drive all over the US or all over Canada, all over Australia, and your Subaru will take you there. You'll be able to go places, as they say, in your Subaru. You can pretty much go wherever. So it's way more versatile, you know. And if that's something that, you know, you're considering, like if you have kids, you can take your kids out, you know, you can put the car seats in, you can take your kids, your wife, you know, your friends, anybody out in it, have a good time. You could even take it to the racetrack and back, and you know, there's just so much more that you can do from a versatility standpoint. And which leads us into our next reason why you would want to get a Subaru WRX STI over a Camaro SS, or any Camaro really. Is it's way more customizable. So the number 3 reason is that the Camaro is not as customizable as the Subaru. The Subaru is just way more customizable. There's like, well, I'll just show you. Like, let's see. We'll go underneath the hood for both cars, so you guys could get a little bit more of an idea of what I'm talking about here. All right. So if you guys are good at looking, you know, at engines and understanding what you're looking at, this is a 6.2 liter V8 and it's naturally aspirated, right? So pretty much what you can do to build power, as far as like if you're going to keep it naturally aspirated, you're kind of limited. You can do, like the first thing I did is cold air intake. You can change out the throttle body. You can change out the intake manifold, headers. You can tune, and you know, and that's pretty much it. Without, you know, going into the engine and do it. And obviously you can do exhaust as well, you know, without spending. And even just to do those things, if you were just to do those things that I named, you're already in the $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 range if you're taking it to a shop to get it done. Whereas in the Subaru, all right, let's see if I could finally open this thing up easily this time. All right, there we go. So what you're looking at here is a 4-cylinder turbo engine, but there's so much more things you can do to this. So you can upgrade the intercooler because it's a turbo car. So you can upgrade the intercooler, you can upgrade the turbo, you can upgrade the cold air intake, you can upgrade the intake manifold, you can upgrade the injectors, you can upgrade the, I mean, it's just so many. There's so many things, and there's so many companies with aftermarket parts. You can do the headers, you can do the it's so many things. You can do up or low downpipe, exhaust, you know. And if you go mod for mod, you know, the Camaro versus the Camaro versus the STI, mod for mod, you're going to be spending less money in the Subaru, and you're going to be getting more power because it's a turbo car. So just for the aftermarket alone, there's just way more aftermarket support for the Subaru compared to the Camaro. It's basically way more cost effective to build the Subaru than to build the Camaro. Like I said a little bit just now, if you wanted to get this Camaro to, let's say, 800 horsepower, then you're probably going to spend around, I would say, man, maybe 15 to 20 grand. Like, yeah, 15 or actually probably more. probably closer to 25, 30 grand, you know, if you do it the right way with all the right parts and everything. And it's gonna, and then you also go through the issue of, if anything breaks, it's way more expensive to replace this engine than it would be to replace this one. Like there's like crate motors you can get from IAG with a closed deck block and everything for this Subaru, that you can, I think you can get them now for like 3 to 5 grand. Throw it in and you're good to go. You know, you have big power. You can get 800 to 1,000 horsepower pretty quickly if you do a build like that. Whereas with this, if you just needed to replace a stock motor, I think that's like 24 G's. You know, so yeah, there's a huge difference in the cost to get power out of both of these vehicles. So that's number 4. And number 5, we're going to stay in the price dimension. Number 5 is the overall cost of ownership is just better with the Subaru than with the Camaro. Like, for example, right, if you needed to change out the tires on your Subaru versus the Camaro, the tires alone will probably be, you can do 700, 800 on the Subaru. On the Camaro, you're easily over 1,000 to switch out all 4 tires. Probably like 1,400 just on tires alone. If you're doing brakes, probably like another $1,000 on brakes. Brakes on the Subaru, there's so, like, it goes back to so much aftermarket support. There's so much aftermarket brakes that you can go with, that you can pick and choose and choose, you know, a more cost-effective amount. You know, I've seen some where you can change them for like $300, you know. So that's just with brakes and tires alone. And then, like, going back to that other reference I said, if your motor blew in the Camaro, you're gonna have to spend a lot more money to get a new motor versus just putting in a new motor back into the Subi. So, and there's so many of these EJ motors, there's just so many of them, that, and so many built ones, that you're definitely gonna spend less money like on the Subaru than you would in the Camaro. And yeah, so those are 5 reasons why I would, you know, recommend like getting a Subaru WRX STI over a Camaro. Let me know if you guys agree with these reasons, and also let me know if you'd like me to do a video 5 reasons why you should get the Camaro over the Subaru. All right, that's it for now. Race Car Friends out.